All right, it's Malaysia, and this is Schmall Talk, and I have the one and only Quincy Taylor, aka we all know you as Big Heff, joining me today.
I'm happy. This is like my first podcast I ever did in Pittsburgh, so I'm happy to be here
But you're here on business per usual. I feel
per
like if I
usual.
tried to say your resume, we'd be here all day, but
Okay.
you're that guy. We just know that when it comes to music.
Yeah.
And you're actually starting a new project, the DJ Connect
Yes. So
Pro.
yep. So a year ago, I partnered with this new tech company called DJ Connect Pro to kind of align influencers and DJs to partner with artists to help artists fulfill some of their dreams, like to begin that connection between those two. And it's been taking off really well. So like DJ Scream is probably one of the heads of it. DJ Ryan Wolf, DJ Enough, DJ OG Ron C. So a lot of the bigger DJs that's in our community, they all want to give back to the community, and they all want to help mentor the artists get to the next level.
I love this. When I was looking at it, it reminds me of how things were done kind of back in the day.
Hmm.
Artists, radio, influence, like everybody
Yeah,
was kind of connected in an ecosystem, but that kind of like faded out over the years. So
yeah.
why was it important for you to kind of bring that back?
Well, we just wanted to bring like the DJ community into the tech community. I feel like what's been missing is probably the data and the analytics. As far as from being DJs, like we had Serato back in the days, but there's been no new analytics for artists to help thrive on. So this helps bridge the gap, and then it also, it still pushes the DJ into the forefront as far as impact, cultural impact that it can have on an artist.
Okay. But you also want to work with, I saw like influencers
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
influencers. We got a lot of influencers on deck, like Desi Banks. So it's really fun just to see like the influencer community, the streaming community, and then of course the DJs be a part of it.
With you saying that, the industry is evolving. How do you feel about like these AI artists? I saw Timbaland kind of went viral for
Mhm.
having one. What is your take on that?
Well, it's been around for a while. I want to say we just didn't start using AI this year. It's been around for a long time. You've been talking to your phone for a long time. So I just feel like it's at the forefront of the future where it's easier to either make reference tracks, demos, all that kind of stuff, because you get creative, and a lot of times artists they'll say some words and stuff into their phone, and you know and then create a song out of it. But I think the AI simulation is going to be like right there, at the forefront. And now, like, you know I know it, but over the last probably 3 or 4 years, there's been a lot of AI artists, especially coming out of COVID, post COVID. I think there's a pre-COVID world and a post-COVID world. But like I've really gotten into like doing a lot of stuff with tech. So I actually partner with a company that's based out of Carnegie Mellon, called Toys Electronics, the Varsity AI. So we do a lot of stuff with AI, and I want to expand that into the music world, into the music industry.
So you're definitely pro AI. What would you say to any artist or anyone who thinks like, they're skeptical of it because they think it's taking jobs or anything like that?
I just want to say use it to your advantage to get your music and your business together, because it helps you with your outlines. It helps you with your proposals. Like, you are a walking business. So make sure that you're taking the business part of it very, very seriously, because that's the way you're going to monetize off of it.
Say, you've been in the music industry a really long time. You're one of those people like, I'm in different cities. It's like, if you don't know Big Heaven, you work in this business, you getting the side eye a little bit,
Yeah.
So what would you say to like newer artists who think they don't need this kind of help, or like, I got it?
Always like the conversation that I have with a lot of newer artists is how big do you want to make it? What is your legacy going to be? What's your cultural impact? Because to become a superstar, you don't just need your target demo. You need, if you want to do arenas, if you want to do stadiums, then the aunties and uncles are going to have to know you. The traditional media format platforms are going to have to know you. So this is something that you have to be a part of.
That's real. It's a lot bigger than hoping and praying you go
Yeah.
viral on TikTok. It
Yeah.
can happen, but
And like in a lot of those moments, like they happen and it goes crazy, but it doesn't live forever. It's like a really short run. So you might have something that might be, it might be 2 to 3 weeks at most.
How can artists and DJs and influencers, whoever want to be a part of this, how can they be a part of this? Is this like a you find them type of situation? They come to you?
It's been both, like I've had like DJs and I had influencers, like just as I'm moving around, especially like at BT weekend, they would just really just pull up and it's like, yo, I want to be a part of this. I see who's on it. Like this might be the next big thing and I want to be ahead of it. So just pull up on me or hit me on a DM or whatever and make it happen. Like I'm real easy to get along with.
When I was looking over everything, there was a line that said DJ Connect Pro is more than an app. It's the next industry shift. Explain what that means.
I feel like every probably 4 to 6 years there's a shift in the culture about the way things are supposed to be done, and I think this is going to be one of the things that like is a pivotal moment in a lot of artists' careers. Like we've had some artists that went viral off the platform already with some of their songs, so it's really just bringing the community together again and sparking that communication that wasn't there before.
I love it. I see this going big, and you're actually touring. In how many cities?
So I'm gonna do 12 cities at
Okay.
first, and then when school gets back in September, I'm gonna do another probably 12, 14 city run, something like that.
All right, and you actually have a showcase here, Pittsburgh.
Yep. Showcase here tonight, man. I'm showcasing the DJ Connect Pro, and then also Modus Distribution, which is another company that I'm a part of. But I want to see the next wave of Pittsburgh artists. Like I feel like I've had my run with Wiz and Ardo and Lord Proc and a couple others, but I want to see the next generation.
I do too. So I'm looking forward to seeing this flourish. I know it's going to be major.
Yeah.
Let everybody know where they can find you, get connected, all that good stuff.
Yes. Hit me on the gram, man. Big Heff Midwest Fresh. I believe in the Midwest real heavy. I've been through my ways through the industry with Def Jam and Epic Records and 300, and we created some superstars. So now I'm looking to create the next wave.